Kavita just hit. So we are live now. Okay, so welcome to Crown Talk. Today's session. In today's session, we're going to have a kind of a discussion about how are we going to use the different options in the time of lockdown to continue to learn is what we want to learn. Okay. Okay. So good. So that is what we want to see. Okay. So in today's panel, we're going to be discussing about how can we use this lockdown time, potential time to learn. Okay. So that is what we're going to see. We're going to now discuss about various options on where we can go and learn, what we can learn, and so on. So now we have in the discussion we'll be having Charles Godwin, who's head of HR in Zoho, and myself, and Kavita will be there in administrating on different when we talk about different links and so on. She'll be sharing. Okay, thank you, Kavita, for joining. Okay, and so let us do that. Okay, so to start with, now let me ask a question to Charles now. Okay, so in lockdown, how are you using your time now? Okay, just to start from you. So how are you using, or how different are you seeing this time being utilized, or how is there anything new that you're able to learn in this period, in any way?
Okay, so a few things being with family is something special during this lockdown, because I'm a person who used to travel madly, and spending some quality time with family and my little one who is just 5.5 years old. So that's very special, I would say. And apart from that, new learnings, if you look at, so far I was focusing more on HR related training programs or conferences and so on. So during this lockdown, I started participating in non-HR related topics.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it might be entrepreneurship, or it might be technology, and it might be medicine, and so on. So that is something very special during this lockdown period.
Okay, very good. So yeah, so that is what I think we should see beyond, because otherwise we would not have even thought about this, right? I can also say something like that. So if the lockdown was not happening, we would have been basically doing all the things that we used to be doing. So now I think we are getting a great opportunity to think, also to see, also to participate and do something that we have not done before. Okay, that is what students actually would like to talk to you about. Okay, now the entire world is stuck. When I say stuck, these kind of things never happened. At least for 2-3 generations, the world has never seen something like this before. So now suddenly when this comes, the governments, leaders, organizations and individuals are kind of quickly stuck. What is happening? How should we react and respond to this situation? Okay, and many people who are strategic, who are leaders, even the organizations, even the countries who wants to lead, who are thriving, they started quickly understand that this is a great opportunity that individuals are getting and do something with it. I think that is what great things are happening right now. Okay, and even in a country like India, when the lockdown was announced in Wuhan, China, I thought it is only possible in China to do something like a great thing, kind of self quarantine 700 million people. I never thought. Even I said to many people, because last year I went to China and I know I kind of got an exposure how things happens there. And I thought only in China it can happen. It can never happen in India. But then our lockdown came. 1.38 billion people are locked down inside, especially in Chennai. Now all of us the call joined from Chennai, the guests. Also, I know the people from other places are actually joined. Okay, and in Chennai, go to street now. This full lockdown, nobody is there on streets. I've never seen in Chennai like that. So something new is happening, and when something new happens, when a change happens, we can think that change will change us, or kind of we'll become victims of change, is what we can think, or we can be a change makers or agents of change, is what we can do. We can be agents of change for ourselves, we can be agents of change for our family, we can be agents of change for our future, we can be agents of change for community and to entire globe also. We do not know. And one idea that you can develop during this time, if can address the problems of this world right now, then you can be a leader that world will celebrate. Okay, and we have seen many times how these things evolved. In our last Crown Talk session, Mr. Suresh was actually talking. Suresh, he was talking about how Alibaba was born during the time of crisis. He thought, now how are things happening? Now people are not able to go out. Now how can I deliver and all that? Suddenly it was born. Okay, that is how you as an individual, okay, you as a small group, you as a college, you as an organization will be able to bring out a greater solution for biggest problems of this world. Right now, so many people do not know how to respond to this. Organizations, every day we are brainstorming, okay, and know how we wanted to react, how we wanted to do this, and so on. As we're talking about it, I am always amazed about, inspired about Zogo's story. Zogo, made work from home, mandatory even before the lockdown was announced. Okay, quickly, can you share that Zogo story, brother, in 2 minutes? How the management, you and the team as leaders, got this, upfront and things that you have done.
Sure, brother. So in Zoho, our CEO was insisting, quite before our lockdown period for a long time, when it started in China and when it started spreading across the other countries. And suddenly, he gave so much importance from right from this year beginning. And he started preparing the team, informing the managers to prepare their teams to work from home. Like small initiatives like being of course Zoho is an organization, hope you'd have heard about so much flexibility and freedom, and it's more of being myself responsible as an employee. So that responsibility is given to each and every employee of our organization. So we don't worry whether an employee is working from our office, whether he or she is starting by around 10 o'clock in the morning or even 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So that flexibility was already there. And number two, being accountable. Responsibility and accountable has helped an employees to have that basic discipline, where our CEO trusted each and every managers and employee to get prepared, even for a remote working. So suddenly he called one day, managers were prepared. It took about a couple of weeks for the managers to get prepared, even in a large way. And one fine day, we made this announcement to every employee that from tomorrow, we are not going to work from office. So our CEO mentioned that, you can go back to home and start working. We don't know when we will come back. So we had a small get together kind of within our small teams, and it was more like a college final year send off party, right? So that's how we experienced as though we are going to leave Zoho and go. And it was a very, very emotional moment, I would say. It's still on my eyes. And so we left. And when our PM announced, we have already completed 21 days of work from home. And one thing, which I can highlight is the trust which our CEO had, in the entire management team, managers team, and till the ground level employees. And that relationship, trust, has helped us to travel all this while. And the next announcement he said, right, during that initial period itself, if your native is Coimbatore or Trichy, please go and work from your hometown. That is the second announcement our CEO has insisted. So people from down south or any other state, they left Chennai, they gone to their respective native with internet connection. Right now, my CEO is operating from a place called Tenkasi in Tamil Nadu. Hope you'd have heard about a very nice, peaceful place to live in. And he's just using a Geo internet connection. He's participating in so many video conferences throughout the day, right? So this is the experience which I can share. So technology is something which we should embrace. That is what I have learned during this transition period as part of the remote working situation.
Great. So, and how long do you think that you'll continue to work from home? At least in your in your organization's perspective, if at all, is there a kind of things that you can see?
Yeah, but I feel it will go for a couple of months, minimum 2 to 3 months. I look at it, and from Zoho perspective, for example, if XYZ companies are opening up in Chennai, after 3 months, Zoho will definitely come back only after 4 or 5 months later.
Okay.
So our CEO is very keen because he wanted to take care of our employees, and employee first means a lot for him.
Great. So you started before and you will start late. So great, very good. And there is a question for you because you're on this line. Kingslayer, he's asking, ask Mr. Charles about the changes they're bringing out in the organization, which you answered, and what will be the placement opportunities for engineering and management streams.
Okay. So
and friends, as 1 minute. So keep asking your questions here, and we'll be picking up questions also. And as we are going to learn about how can we use learning as a tool to use this lockdown time, okay, is what we're going to be discussing. And any questions you have, please type it in the comment section so that we can actually discuss about it. Yes, brother.
Yes, brother. So, we have given offers, in the recent times, just before the COVID as well, for so many freshers. So, we had, a bunch of freshers whom we have offered, and we wanted to acknowledge that, we have decided that even during the lockdown period, we are going to bring them on board remotely. Of course, there are so many challenges with regard to the laptop and other systems and so on. So we recognize that. So even during this lockdown period, if you ask me, freshers need is everywhere. Mm-hmm. Not just Zoho. Today, every organization breath is purely from the freshers, and they are doing wonders, right? Today, every organization is looking for fresh graduates, irrespective of domain, irrespective of your stream. So it is more of how you are passionate about it to reach that particular. Maybe a trend is like so far organizations were visiting colleges for a campus drive. Today everything is digital. If you want to reach an organization, come online, get connected with us. You can. Just to give one tip and conclude, because our main agenda is still waiting for this discussion. We have started examless evaluation. Right, and so if somebody is good in their project, right, so if they want to display, they can write to us with their project, give a demo. We don't mind having a video conference. Not at this moment, of course. We will have our need and we will invite, but this is the trend which we have used so far in the recent times, which many organizations will look for. If you can give importance to your project and internship and deliver and present by giving a demo, and that is one of the trending future for the hiring process.
Wow, very good. I think we also heard that from Mr. Suresh last week, exactly. How they do not use resume at all. So I think students, we are kind of moving to a place, because we all know now a resume can be kind of manipulated, or can be given information which can be irrelevant totally. For example, you will give as a project that you have done. When we ask a question, you do not know much about it, or you have not done it. Then we are also kind of tired looking at resumes after resumes. We are also tired. Finally, don't bring anything. Tell me what you have done. Show me what you have done. So amazing. So I think you're setting a trend here also, Zoho. Okay.
Just to add, brother, as you mentioned, show me what you have. தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவாங்க உங்ககிட்ட என்ன மசாலா இருக்கு, right? Ingredient, right? So that is something very important.
Very good, very good. So masala. So yeah, because everybody needs spice nowadays. Okay, good. Okay, so today's topic, as I said, we'll be discussing about how can we use this time. How can we unlock? The topic for today is called unlocking. Let me share my screen here. Okay. Okay, so unlocking lockdown with learning. Okay, that is what today's discussion is. Okay, so now we're kind of locked inside our house. Okay, inside the house, even we cannot go out, we cannot go to our college, we cannot go to a place of entertainment and so on. That is lockdown. But what is unlocked is, or the doors that are kept so wide open is something called internet, right? The very reason that we are connected today, we are doing this session is because of the internet. Okay, and that is the world that we are able to see. If you go outside, you will be able to see in only your street. If you go to your college, only you will be able to see your college and your college students and teachers. But now the world is open, wide open to us to see anything possible. It is same for you. It is same for the person who is living in Mumbai. It is same for the person who is living in Delhi. It is same for the person who is living in California and in Silicon Valley and studying in Harvard and Oxford, anywhere in the world. It is same. Okay, so this lockdown has created a kind of a plateau where things are common for everybody. Okay, when things are common, we need to ask a question. Am I also using the same way? Am I also using this excellent tool in the same way as a person studying in Harvard using? A person who's an excellent in learning doing is what we need to ask. Okay, because when we say the door is wide open, we're able to see so many things. It is not only what we want. There is the problem comes. Okay, which means then we need to know how we need to choose things. Okay, if we don't choose properly, then we'll be ending up just wasting our time. Okay, that is what we should not be doing. So what we should be doing is we should be able to see things of what we wanted to know and how we wanted to do. Okay, so that is how actually we have come up with this thing. So first, the big bubble, the big circle is no. Okay, and know many things, know lot of things, and choose from there and learn things that you wanted. You cannot learn everything that you know. Okay, so we need to learn of what we wanted. Okay, finally you are learning, and what are you doing with what you have learned is very, very important, right? You can learn any number of things, but you're not doing anything with it, then there is no use of whatever we have learned it. So act something based on what you have learned is very, very important. Okay, now you'll be, if you're in final year, you'll have to go to job next month. If you're in first year or the pre-final year, then you'll be going to a job next year. Okay, if only you're able to list down things that you have done during lockdown. For example, this is what I've learned. Based on this learning, I've done this. For example, I've learned a programming language. Okay, and based on that, I've done this. I've learned digital marketing, and based on the digital marketing, I've done this. Like that, you're learning and action. You're learning and action. If only you're able to add that into your resume, I think when thousands of resume come, if I look at a resume like that, it will easily gain my attention. Right, brother? What do you say, brother?
Absolutely, yes.
So I think this is the greatest opportunity we're getting. Okay, so know, learn, and act. Okay, that is what we're going to learn today. That is what we want to see. Know what all we need to know and where all we can go. Because basically what we wanted to know is, we wanted to know, when we were preparing this, basically what we thought was, how can we know more about us first, because there are so many things available. If only I wanted to know what will suit me, then only I will be able to make a right choice. For example, think of you're going to a footwear shop, okay, you're going to a footwear shop. There are a number of footwear from various brands, various designs, various models, various colors available, right? But not everything of it will suit you, right? So it is not like you will go and choose something and can take that home. What you will do is, first you will go there and ask him, Anna, இந்த இதுல என்னோட சைஸ்க்கு இருக்கா? First, the thing that fits you. And also second thing, the thing that you like. Just because so many footwear in the shop is fitting your leg, you will not buy all of those, right? You will only see which one you like. Maybe the color, maybe the design and so on. You look at all the things that actually suits your desires, your likingness, right? That is what we want. Then if you want to do that, if only you do not know, when you go to a footwear shop, if you say, the first thing that the person will ask is, sir, unga call size enna sir அப்படினு சொல்லி they'll ask, right? Madam, unga call size enna அப்படினா, if your answer is தெரியல sir, தெரியல அப்படினு சொன்னா, what will he do? First, he'll go and ஒரு slide மாதிரி இருக்கும், okay, which can actually measure your size, leg size. Sir, கால் இங்க வைங்க சார், மேடம் இந்த கால் இங்க வைங்க மேடம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். நம்ம அங்க வச்ச உடனே what he'll say, உங்களுக்கு வந்து 7 சைஸ் சார், உங்களுக்கு வந்து 11 சைஸ் சார், உங்களுக்கு வந்து 13 சைஸ் சார்னு சொல்லி சைஸ் சொல்லுவோம். அந்த சைஸ் தெரியலனா, you might be selecting an excellent design, you might be selecting an excellent color and a brand, but if you do not know your shoe size, leg size, you will be making a wrong choice. Okay, so we need to know our leg size, which means right now we need to know who are we. Okay, because with all this busy life, suddenly we come to a situation where things are locked down. You're suddenly getting a lot of time to think and to act. Okay, so you need to take this time to think about yourself. Okay, think about yourself and say, what is happening in me? What is that I really wanting to be doing in life? If you're studying engineering or MBA or whatever, now sometimes you would have chosen this course because you wanted to do this. Okay, now you need to ask question, why did I wanted to do this course? You'll have to think, I wanted to become a HR manager, successful HR manager. I wanted to work as a HR manager for Zoho. I wanted to work as a HR manager for Google. I wanted to work as HR manager for TVS Motors and so on. Maybe you have that desire. Okay, then HR manager, you're kind of choosing, this is what I wanted to be doing. I wanted to be a digital marketing analyst. Well and good. I wanted to be a financial expert. I wanted to be a supply chain expert. You're kind of introspecting and trying to know. It is not only what you want to be doing, why you want to be doing is very, very important. If you are not asked that question, you need to ask that question, why you want to be doing this in your life. Sometimes you may come up with very interesting answers. Okay, take a notebook and sit quite few minutes and say, why I am studying MBA? Why am I studying engineering? What can I do with it? Ask those questions to you. You might get amazing revelations. Okay, so take this time to know you, so that we'll be able to choose one. Second thing, know the COVID impact. Okay, know the COVID impact, which is also very, very important. Okay, know the COVID impact, because now the entire organization, entire countries are deciding based on what is happening because of COVID. Then you need to know, okay, there are so many places you can go and learn what is the impact of COVID. Now yesterday I came up with a analytical page. Even Zoho actually created an analytical page with no impact on all that happening. You should go and look at. And this said, based on data that they are able to collect from entire world, they kind of created a graph for every country based on this rate, when this country will get over COVID and start normal life. Okay, that is how every country it is given. Depends on the impact. And depends on the new cases, depends on recovery, depends on testing and so on. With so many factors, they've kind of drawn that site kind of predicted India will be kind of COVID will be over, not over, kind of will be in a managing situation by May 25th is what saying based on the analytics. Okay, so that like that we should know what is happening. Second thing, as I said, I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. Then you need to know what is happening in your industry, which is very, very important. If you do not know what is happening in industry, how your industry will be reacting to this, then you do not know what will be your future. Because if the industry is suddenly deciding, next 6 months we are not hiring, or next 6 months we are hiring more because this has created more demand for our products, then you will be missing if you do not know. Okay, you need to actually really know in what way the industry is reacting with, and also know the world. Okay, now there is a big debate now. Who is the world leader? Is America or China? China is actually doing a lot of things behind, trying to buy out big companies around the world. Even they bought a big percentage of 1% of HDFC's stock in India, and government suddenly they actually give a kind of brought a quick law that China without the government permission they cannot buy things and so on. They bought lot of companies from Italy, and they're trying to buy lot of companies from US, and Australia also banned Chinese company buying their stocks of their country's companies, and many other countries also. Why is it happening? Why is it so important for me to know about it? Is very, very important, because if you do not know that, you will not know how the world will be moving now. If China is taking over, how should I react? If some other country is taking over, if India is becoming a leader, if India is using this opportunity to actually produce more, to be a big competitor for China, then in what way we need to actually prepare ourselves is very important. Okay, that is basically knowing yourself. One. Okay, good. Next, learn. Okay, knowing all this is important. Based on that learning, based on that knowing, you'll have to learn also. Okay, basically, we were thinking and saying, think of this. Okay, first, basically, depends on your core area. If you are HR, if you are marketing, if you are production, if you are finance, based on your core area, pick up at least 2 skills, new skills that you need to pick up. Okay, Kishore is actually asking a question here. If you are a HR, okay, that is what my recommendation will be. If you are a HR, you will say, I wanted to learn HR analytics, one new skill that you wanted to prepare. If you are a marketing guy, I will learn digital marketing, because world is in digital control right now. Everything is happening digitally. If only you know digital marketing, which means then you can actually, you'll have lot of opportunity to do internship. When you say during this lockdown, I've learned digital marketing, I've done so many digital marketing content and stuff, then if somebody is looking for a digital marketer, then you'll be hired first. Okay, and probably you can start your own consulting also, digital marketing consulting also. Okay, right? So based on your interest and your area, pick up at least 2 core skills for your development on your core area. Then essential skills. Okay, basically essential skills are communication skills, adaptability skills, and and like that, all the soft skills. So called soft skill is what now I'm calling it an essential skill. Make sure you use this lockdown to develop your language. If you have not developed your language, if you are doing MBA and say that you are not able to communicate in English properly, this is the perfect time in developing your communication. Right? Now we are all come from a rural background. I come from Erode. Charles comes from Coimbatore. We all not studied in a high-fi school and all. We all struggled. Okay, we all struggled because we did not know language. We cannot speak in English when we completed our degree. Okay, we know how much struggles we went through just because we did not know how to communicate what we knew. We were not able to communicate. We underwent a lot of humiliation because of that. Okay, so we are telling you, please take this opportunity to learn communication. How to speak better, how to write better. Okay, it is very, very important, especially in English if you are studying MBA. Please pick up. We are going to sharing about a lot of materials where you can actually learn communication also. Then adaptability, communication. There are so many soft skills, but we picked up only 2. Adaptability is Now everything is happening. How quick am I able to adopt is very, very important. You need to see how you are able to adopt faster. Countries are adopting, organizations are adopting, institutions are adopting. If you don't adopt, you will become irrelevant. Okay, if you don't adopt, you will become irrelevant. For example, when my company told me that I should be working from home 100% always, if I say no, I cannot work from home, I will only come to office and work, my company would have big, sent me off already, because the company cannot have people in the office. That is government's order. Quickly, all our employees adopted. The world is adopting. So make sure that you are also pick up in your adopting skills. No, go and learn what is adopting. How can you adopt more? No, make yourself more easily adaptable. Okay, only through learning you can do it. Okay, so learn about it, and also learn from some fun skills. Okay, cooking. இத்தனை நாள் வீட்டில் அம்மா சமைச்சு தான் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு இருந்தீங்க, especially boys. I think girls also nowadays. Okay, why don't you know? You have all this access to YouTube and so on. Go and start learning one cooking dish. உங்க அம்மாவுக்கு வந்து அம்மா இன்னைக்கு ஈவினிங் ஸ்நாக்ஸ் நான் பண்ணி தரமா அப்படின்னு பண்ணி பாருங்களேன். How fun it will be. Why don't you do that? Yes, so probably you will find a big master chef in you that which you not actually identified before. Okay, so go and see one fun skills. It could be like music, it could be like any any arts or anything that is fun and jolly to do it. Okay, any game, developing a game, or painting, whatever. Want to create one fun skill so that you're also enjoying your lockdown. And also connecting skills, networking skills. Okay, I know as we're talking about networking skills, I would like to bring in Brother Charles to talk about how just networking helped him in his life.
Yes, brother. So networking is very, very powerful. I would say, network for me, networking and relationship is something very, very important in my life, and that is in my blood. And right from my college days, after completing my college days, I felt that I was participating in so many conferences. I've heard that how personal branding and networking is very, very important for a management student. And you might be in marketing, or you might be in finance, or in HR, or any other management background. So networking is something very, very basic, which I have learned during my college days, especially in the conferences and so on. So I started adapting, started participating in every small gathering. Wherever there is a HR forum, I used to participate in the monthly sessions, and also the annual conferences across the city, across the state, and then started participating in other states, went to other countries to understand how the conferences are organized in this particular topic, especially related to HR and so on. So throughout my life, if you ask me, I have never experienced a core interview, or I didn't face any interview in my life to get through a job or get through anything. And so it was just absolutely through networking. So I've already mentioned in my earlier chats as well. So just over a Skype call with hardly about 45 seconds to 1 minute, I cleared an interview when I was in Delhi a couple of years back, and I joined an IT firm. And as you might be knowing, Zoho as an organization, last year, as part of my public speaking, Saturday travel, on a Saturday morning, I got a WhatsApp message from the director of Zoho asking me one question: would you be able to respond to this question without even thinking much, because I didn't think much, and I'm asking this question straight from my heart. This is what he said. I said yes. And then the question was this: would you be interested to join my team to head the HR function and few other roles as well in addition to that? It was like immediately I felt like karumbu thinna kooliya, Daniel mentioned earlier, right? So that was something very, very closely attached to me, the role which he mentioned and the organization where I'm going to work and so on. And immediately I called my wife, and not even 30 seconds, I called my wife. I told, this is the call message I've received, and I've decided. See, how I know this director, because for the last 7 years I have traveled with him as part of the speaking engagement. And see, he has observed, in many forums, listened to my talks. I used to listen to his talk. It's more like, we travel together along with few other, of course, Daniel brother and many other HR speakers as well. So networking or public speaking is fun, especially networking. This is absolutely fun. You build your relationship, and miracles will happen in your life. And that's how I am in Zoho right now.
Wow. Hey students, did you hear that? He has not even attended any interview to get big jobs. No, he's heading a vertical here. Okay, even for this job, he did not attend an interview, because through his networking, networking, and because people knew what he was standing for. They know that Saturdays he's there caring for people. They know what is his work. They know how many awards he received and so on, because they listen to you and so on. You keep traveling, they hear listening to you, and all that they wanted to hear in an interview, they heard in a speech. And everything is over, suddenly they offering you a position to join. Okay, how amazing it will be, right? So networking, if you ask me, one thing, even if you do nothing, one thing that you need to develop is networking. Use this time to connect with more people, which is very, very, very important. Okay, and good. Okay, so, and there are a lot of places where you can go and receive motivation. Motivation speaks. Speeches. There are a lot of places. If you start following people in LinkedIn and Facebook and in Instagram, a lot. So we're going to be quickly sharing on different links and sites where you can go and learn many of those things. We'll be also sharing the presentation in the groups, in the WhatsApp group, and so that you will be able to see the links. Okay, and also Kavita will be posting links in the chat whenever we talk about. But don't be distracted. Maybe actually we should not share the link now, because if you click it now, then you'll be there. Then you need to spend a lot of time in understanding. Okay, then you might miss out the point here. So we'll share the presentation once the call is over. Okay, and based on all this learning, what are you acting is very, very, very important. Okay, very important. Do small thing also. For example, if you're learning at HR analytics or something, okay, now create a small project based on that. If you're learning communication skills, okay, start doing video for yourself, not for public, for yourself. Start doing interviewing somebody like this. Okay, I developed language because I cannot speak even a word in English. Okay, I developed language speaking skills only by speaking. I started speaking with all mistakes. People came and mocked at me. I was not bothered about them. I was bothered about people who said, no, don't worry. Even if you make mistake, keep talking, they said. I was bothered about that. That is how I am able to speak now. I am able to communicate what I think. Okay. So by practice only you will be able to communicate. No, you develop communication. So which means you're going and attend. Even if you attend 1,000 spoken English class, if you don't speak, you will not be able to develop. Okay, so even if you take one spoken English class, one communication class, start speaking, start implementing. Okay, good. Also, the internship. Now, there are a lot of places they're providing online internship. You should go and look for internship and start doing something which will add lot of value. Okay, very good. Okay, so next, actually, let us now see. Okay, so these are all actually different links. Okay, these are all the different links that we are giving here. Okay, on motivational. Of course, there are so many things we can talk about. Okay, we're just giving small courses. Okay, but if you go to website that is mentioned here, you will see n number of places where these things are listed out. Courses are listed out. Okay, so and I'm just scrolling through few sites. Okay, for example, if you have not actually come across a platform called edX, okay, I am sure you would have heard about TEDx. Okay, like that, the Udemy.com and so on. They providing hundreds of courses for free. on management, on computer science, on language, and so on. We need to go and choose. That is why I said first set your priority. What is that you want to learn? That is very important. Okay, for example, one of our intern, she actually is going through a digital marketing course by Google. Google is doing a free digital marketing course. I went through the content. It is so intense. If only you are interested in developing a career in digital marketing, that is the must-take course. You need to go. Okay, do it. Go and we got all these links just by Googling. We Googled and we looked for and got all these links. Okay, easily you can learn. Easily you can actually get lot of links, lot of places where you can go and do. Okay, edX especially I would like to talk about edX there, and where there are so many. Okay, so I will type that here. Okay, there are so many courses which is who is giving edX courses. Oxford University, they are giving okay, Kavita, can you type edX in the link? If you click and go, you'll be amazed who are all joined together and actually providing these courses. In many courses are paid courses, but they also have n number of courses which are free courses. MIT, Harvard, Berkeley University from California, Texas University, okay, Boston University, and all these big universities, brands coming together and doing these courses. Okay, I will strongly recommend at least you take up one course, depends on your interest, in this edX platform, and start learning, which is very which is very important. Okay, which is very important. So please take one thing. Udemy.com, I hope you'd have heard. Okay, please type that also, where you can actually go and see lot of courses available. Okay, lot of courses available where we can actually go and learn. Here, for example, in leadership and management, we are giving a course which is a recommended course, impact of leadership styles and organization culture. Irrespective of your choice of specialization, HR, marketing, or whatever, you need to develop your leadership skills. There is one course in Udemy which actually they are giving, where this is very important, where you can actually go and learn on performance management, where you can go and see in what way you can develop your management skills and so on. Okay, Coursera is another place. You'll see hundreds of sites, hundreds of courses available for free, where you'll have to go and learn. Okay, so don't miss that. Oh, what's happened?
I think presentation is not visible.
Okay, let me try one more time. Yes. Okay. So like that, we'll be able to see. So we'll share this link with you. Okay, and you can actually go and share, and because we cannot talk all those things here, that is why we put it in the presentation and given a link for all this. English, see how many places are there. Okay, and for hobbies, see how many places where you can actually go and learn, and for other learning platforms, like as I mentioned, you can actually go and learn. And so with all this, still this not come.
It came and went off. Yeah.
Okay, let me try one more time. Okay, good. So anyway, we're going to be sharing that course with you. We've given a lot of options for you for fun, for many things. We've given you options. You can actually go and learn. We'll share. Okay, but with that said, we wanted to actually make sure TEDx.com you would have heard, right? TEDx.com. Okay, every day make sure you listen to at least one TEDx video. It will not take more than 20 minutes. Okay, go and learn TEDx. Go explore TEDx. Go and see what kind of video, what kind of people are talking, because by listening to one motivational talk, you'll be able to do a lot of things. Motivation fades away. Your motivation for today, the level of motivation you have today will not be there tomorrow also, right? So you need to keep motivating yourself. Okay, that is why we are sessions doing like this. Okay, and now we'll do some marketing also. Go and watch hrlens.org also. Okay, okay, in the hrlens.org, we are giving, for example, how companies are reacting in COVID situation. Go and see. We are given all the articles, publishing there. Go and type COVID. You'll see lot of articles coming out where how different companies are reacting to this situation, how HR is reacting to this situation. That is a material that is we are giving for HR professionals. Okay, you will be also interested to know, because that is your future. Please go and learn there also. hrlens.org. Please go and search there also, and I will put a PowerPoint somewhere, and you will be able to download, post it in a Google Drive and put the link here. Kavita, can you do that? Post it in the Google Drive and give the link here so that people will be able to download the presentation. Okay, and so TEDx, and as we said, start joining one communication development. Okay, it is not only learn, also to develop. What we need to do is, உங்கள மாதிரியே தான் உங்க கிளாஸ் பசங்களும் நிறைய டைம் வச்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க. So what you need to do is small group, form a small group, okay, and say today onwards, because you are studying MBA, you are studying engineering, okay, you need to be serious enough to come together and say, see, today onwards we're going to talk about language, talk only in English. We'll talk about various things. We'll talk about our course, this and that, but we'll talk only in English. As I said, I developed English only by talking wrongly, by mistakenly. Okay, but I started with all mistakes. I spoke. Now I am able to speak at least in a way where I can communicate what I think. Okay, so please start doing that. Okay, and third thing is, if only you are interested in learning a language. Already I am confident with Tamil, I am confident with English. If only you wanted to learn language in the world arena, Chinese, Mandarin will be the language that you need to actually pick up. There are so many places, even in the link that we are giving. Okay, there are free Mandarin classes happening. Try to understand how Mandarin works. If you wanted to be a global leader, learning Mandarin along with English will put you there. If only you watched when Chinese president visited India, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese president, they went to visit Mahabalipuram. When they were visiting, you would have seen a person, an IAS officer with a coat, was just standing behind our Prime Minister and translating everything that the Jinping was saying, the Chinese president was saying, and also what Narendra Modi was saying to him. He was translating, explaining all that. Just because he learned Chinese, he was able to stand with two top world leaders. Okay, that is how Chinese can help you. Because I was in China last year doing consulting work. They speak zero English. Okay, I used interpreter always. I'll say one thing, the interpreter will do another that. And China being a big market, if only you know Chinese, it'll open a lot of doors for you. As people used to say, learn German, learn Spanish, learn French. Now this is the time to learn Chinese. It will open a lot of questions for doors for you, and also you can start asking questions. We have next 11 minutes to go. We'll be happy to pick up any course. Okay, as you are typing your questions, I would like to invite Brother Charles to talk about the locally. There are so many things are happening. Okay, on Facebook and thing. The people that we know, they're doing a lot of initiatives, right? Can you talk about few initiatives, brother? As you talk, the links we'll put it in the chat. So talk about few initiatives that is happening in Tamil Nadu, people that we know, people whom we actually look up, what kind of initiatives they are doing, where people can go and students can go and learn.
Yeah. So there are so many initiatives now. Today, webinar sessions have become like a rain. Across, not just in Tamil Nadu, across the world, right? So we have initiatives done by many people. Just to list few, with regard to entrepreneurship, which I have noticed in the recent times. If you can just go to Facebook and log in later, Native Lead. One Mr. Shivaraj, one of our close friend, he is having a regular daily session called Nalai Namade. And that is something very, very interesting. ஏன்னா இன்னைக்கு இங்கே நம்ம தமிழ்நாட்டில் ஹோம் க்ரௌண்ட் லீடர்ஸ் நம்ம தமிழ்நாட்டில இருந்து இன்னைக்கு சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா கொண்டு வந்த நிறைய லீடர்ஸோடைய இன்ஸ்பைரிங் ஸ்டோரிஸ் வாஸ் வெரி வெரி பவர்ஃபுல். யூ கேன் கோ. தட் இஸ் நேட்டிவ் லீட் called the event name, webinar name is Nalai Namade. And there is a big, large conference which we used to participate is Success Gyan, and headed by Suren, and that is very, very interesting motivational sessions, which is organized by him. And every week he is hosting a talk. Leaders from around the world, they participate, of course, from our own state as well, from our country and across the world. So Success Gyan, Success Space Gyan, if you can just log in Facebook, all these events are free, and that is well connected for us. So without of informing you, and you would have heard about an organization called Innovative Services, headed by Mr. Venkatesh. He's again a very good friend of us, and he is having regular sessions on Wednesdays and Saturdays every week. So Wednesdays he has specific to business topic or entrepreneurship, some very focused industry or stream focused topics, and his organization name is Innovative Services. You can log into Facebook, and so you can get the regular updates there. And on Saturdays, very interestingly, we have motivational speakers coming in. So last week Saturday, we had Pattimandram famous personalities like Mr. Raja sir and team. So you can definitely very well follow that, which will help you to get inspired, because students have so much to learn. They have access to everything. I would suggest learning is everywhere, so use it wisely. Lockdown period is something very, very important for all of us to stay strong and bounce back in a very, very powerful way, right? When we look back, நம்ம என்ன பண்ணோம் 50 நாள் அப்படின்னு திரும்பி பார்க்கும் போது, 100 நாள் 3 மாசம் திரும்பி பார்க்கும் போது கண்டிப்பா அந்த ஒரு ஃபயர் பல மடங்கு இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகி we should bounce back. That is what we learned from the last session as well, right? So find your fire, and that is what I would say. Events are everywhere. You can participate in many events. So whatever we have listed down, especially in the presentation, and the 3 things which I have mentioned right now, because we know them personally, we regularly got inspired through those sessions, so we wanted to share with you all.
Yes. Quickly, WIT also, brother?
Yes. Amazon, hope you'd have heard about a company called Amazon. Amazon have initiated an initiative called WIT, Women in Technology. And you can find it in Facebook. Of course, we'll be sharing the links through this channel as well, through the presentation. And a very, very interesting initiative. So they wanted to reach the entire women fraternity. Of course, they are focusing men as well, not just women students, majorly focusing women, because they wanted to help. The main purpose of this initiative is today women leaders growth, or women leaders percentage in terms of leadership is very less when we compare to men. For example, ஒரு board meetingல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு கம்பெனில out of 10 we hardly see one woman there, right? So that is one of the main purpose to encourage women. So please log in. They are having very, very interesting sessions every week after week, and all the speakers are from the top MNCs, and opportunities are everywhere. So today, gone are those days. What designation we hold, what certificate or engineering or whatever marks we score. It is up to how us to reflect and be presentable to the society, be presentable in the digital platform which we have, and get through whatever we want. And I would suggest you to to log into WIT. You can just Google. It's very easy. You can see in Facebook as well, Amazon. With
We're given them links. We're given links here.
We have given the links as well. So it is very, very amazing. And one beautiful thing which I have learned in this initiative is like, there are so many women who unga veetliye irupanga, maybe your elder sister or some cousin or so, who have left the job because of their marriage or because of their kids break and so on. So this initiative encourages women who have taken even 5 years or 10 years break, and they give so much importance for them to build their career and move up in later. So share this information to your loved ones.
Yes, please. So great. The thing is, all these places that Charles talked about, it is not only a place to learn, it is also a place to network. Okay, where you'll be able to listen to these people, connect with them whenever. Even after this thing, if you've not already sent a LinkedIn request to us, you should do that. Okay, whenever you listen to somebody, go and send a LinkedIn request, Facebook request, or send a comment, saying, "Sir, I attended your session. It was good." I'm not saying you should tell me. I'm saying wherever you're attending, that is how you develop the connection. It is very, very important. It is very important. Okay, follow them, because when you know this is your dream company, then if that person is working in your dream company, that is an absolute necessary connection to make. Okay, and that if you don't go to these places, you will not know where to find them, right? Okay, in one of the books that I know very important that all of you should read is Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. This book is written so many years before, okay, and still it is called he's called the father of self-improvement. All the books came afterwards or followed by him. On that one point that I like, Tamil also is there. This book is translated. It's called Panam Tarum Manam. Manam Tarum Panam. Manam Tarum Panam. Okay. Think and Grow Rich. Okay. It's what called is. Like he'll say, if you wanted to be rich, go to the place where money is what he'll say. Okay. Very important. If you want to work in some place, go to the place where such people are there. If you wanted to be HR, go to a place where HRs are meeting. If you want to be a marketing professional, go to a place where marketing professionals are meeting. If you wanted to be a programmer, go to a place where programmers are meeting. Very important. These are the places where we go there. Okay, there are no people that we personally know, where we go and actually speak to them. We invite them for our thing. They invite us for their programs. Okay, that is how we develop the network. Very, very important. In 21st century, if you do not know how to network and connect with people, make use of it, you will be like left behind. Okay, so that is absolutely necessary. Okay, so please go and start looking at all these places. And for example, if you're following me on LinkedIn or Facebook, you will be able to see whatever I like wherever I put comment. Most of the times we'll be commenting on such such posts. Then you'll be able to go and see and connect with them also, listen to them and also. Okay, so to summarize today's session, basically we need to use this lockdown time to unlock ourselves. Okay, to unlock ourselves. The only way to unlock ourselves can happen by learning. Okay, how can we learn? First, knowing ourselves, what we want, what kind of core skills I need to pick up, what kind of soft skills, essential skills I need to develop, what kind of hobbies I need to develop, what kind of places I should go to develop connections. Okay, and so by developing yourself with knowledge, developing yourself with communication, developing yourself with a hobby, developing yourself how to communicate, connect, I think you'll be able to unlock yourself in the time of lockdown. Okay, so any final words?
Yeah, since the theme which I was majorly sharing was networking. I would say anything in life, be clear on your intent or your purpose, and that will help you to drive your way, and that will be clear. And if you ask me tips to network, if you're clear on your purpose, you'll be able to find your way.
Amazing. Good. Okay. So we are so glad that you joined today, and every time we do this, we learn a lot of things. Okay. We know it helps us connect with more people, because for getting a guest, we speak to so many people. Okay. That's a connection we are able to make. Okay. For doing this, we collaborated with Business Standard. That is a connection that we made. Okay. That is how many ways it is helping us also. I'm sure you also benefited. Okay, HR is the page that you should go and actually subscribe in YouTube, so that whenever such session happens, you will be able to know, there will be a notification you'll be getting. Also go and follow us on Facebook, and go and look at our hrlens.org website, where there will be a lot of information like this will be shared. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. We are so glad that you chose to join today, and we are happy to, in case you need anything that we can do for you, please connect with us, and we'll be happy to help you out. And professors and teachers and lecturers, if you think we can do a specific program for your college, for your students, tailor-made, bringing in guests, or we can speak, please connect with us, so that we can make such events for your college separately. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for Kavita making arrangements back in the background. Thank you so much, bro. It's a pleasure that we connected with you. Yes, see you on Thursday with another amazing topic and with amazing people. Have a good day. Learn and start act today. Thank you so much.